Ah, good, you're here. Welcome.
I thought Dracula was over. Is there another Draculhour?
Look, in 20 years, we meet again in Japan to kill Dracula. That's the schedule.
Oh, right. Yes.
This is the
I
rehearsal.
think this. I think this one was perhaps the most strained setup of all the Castlevania games.
They needed to strike a lot of qualifiers in the front of that premise.
Like, can we? I sort of want to put like one or two Japanese elements into this game. Can we just kind of be in Japan somehow? And they're like, yeah, fine. Just starts in Japan, I guess.
And really, if you want to just set it in Japan, you don't need to string together all. Okay, why is he? He's a high school exchange student. Do we care? It's centuries after most of the Castlevanias. The family could end up anywhere.
Yeah. And even that, like, they start in Japan, I guess, but the protagonist is not Japanese for some reason.
Is Cruz supposed to have ties to the Belmonts, or is this just another non-Belmont Castlevania?
I think so, but then again, I think they retconned at least part of it somewhere along the line, so it's kind of... And then they made the fighting game.
Of course, we are inside the Eclipse. That's the dumbest thing Sam has ever heard.
Good.
That does not make any sense at all. An eclipse is not a place. It's when one object is in front of another. That is several enemies. You seem like you have everything under control, friend. You are a mighty wizard.
Yep, let's just go home. Clearly not needed around here.
You seem to know what is going on and have the appropriate tools to handle the situation, so, you have a good day.
No, someone glued my shoes to the floor. I can't. You'll have to go. I can't move.
By the way, you have absorbed the souls of demons. Have fun.
It's having a very confusing day.
You have the power to absorb souls. You must go fight Dracula. Why?
Yeah, is Cruz, was that a family were they mentioned before this game at all?
I have no idea if there are any cruises in any of the other Draculs.
He has a very, alright. What was the other family called? The other vampire hunter family, or whatever they were?
There were the Graves in,
The one other than Belmont. It was like,
There's a couple of families bouncing around.
Planets, yeah. The wizard family, or something like that.
Okay, so we have excellent crouching animation, a lot of extra frame. Well, the buttons are not dash, maybe I'll have to earn dashing.
Oh. Have you not played this before?
Nope, going in blind. I'm aware that this is one of the
Nice.
ones with the soul system.
Yeah,
stabbing
very
knife.
much like this one. I seem to remember it being quite rude.
0.1% of a map.
Good, get this map squares. Can't miss any.
Read up a little just to be aware of the couple of slots that you have to put souls into. So we have Wingbone in our projectile spell slot, which is essentially your sub-weapons for this game. You're dressed nice and casual.
They do other things too, I seem to remember.
Oh,
There's,
passive abilities to throw in there. Okay, shoulders are for spell use. Acceptable.
I thought the bosses in the game played previously were mostly kind of similar, I guess. Like big dude with axe or something like that.
Yeah, they all kind of follow the same fundamental design of, provoke, dodge, counterattack.
Yeah. I think there's a bit more variety in this one. So, that's nice.
And yes, start all conversations at knife point.
You just become a spear salesman. Just pulling spears out of your coat there.
Pretty good variety on these zombie sprites. I mean, if there's variety at all, more than one posture of zombie. Okay, and hearts just give me mana, since this is a purely mana-driven one.
Yeah. How does the, I forget, how does the canceling work in this game? Is there any?
I have no idea.
You know, in Symphony of the Night, there was landing canceling. Like, you could attack immediately again after landing, after a jump. And in the previous game, you could cancel any attack into a dash, which you could cancel into an attack, so you could, attack faster that way.
So here we have been denied dash. We have fundamentals of move and stab.
Yeah. Unless it's directional or something.
Hard.
You can do canceling like that. Also, hello.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Sound of Sad. Slightly more reach. Slightly larger numbers. Excellent.
Yes, excellent, like Dracul.
Traditional, this would be the loading screen if this were still on a CD door.
No,
it's weird that these were kind of kept around as a legacy from that, just these antechambers. They were even like labeled CD so that you knew that the disc was reading things when you walked through them.
Just so you weren't confused. In this instance, I don't think they ever hide anything in one, but it just seems like the perfect place if you wanted to hide something real.
Spend years training the player to ignore these, and then just once you gotta sneak up and give them the surprise. An ordinary pendant. Worth a look. Little nerved by not having a save point visible anywhere, although dead ends, I suppose, well, not a real dead end.
So, this is the last Game Boy Advance Castlevania, right?
Yes. Or just the 3.
And then the DS has 4?
3.
Oh. Listen, I don't know shit about Dracula, okay? I'm more of a tourist around here.
And there is a save point, like, in another branch of the big room you left early, so don't freak out.
Okay, so might consider going back there after a round of fishing.
Dracula appreciates any tourists now that we're in modern times.
He's gotta pay his taxes somehow, okay?
Yeah.
You got Dracula's Castle, Euro Dracula's Castle, which strangely enough is located in North Africa.
Close enough to Europe. It's right around the border.
The Tunisian Dracula's Castle. Then of course you have America Dracula Castle.
That explains why he's here. He is trying to.
Yeah, it's a new franchise.
No,
he's Dracula Castle.
He's trying to avoid paying taxes. Like, he didn't want to pay European taxes, like, wherever his castle was, so he just moved it here.
Dracula was finally driven out by the formation of the Eurozone.
It was killing him, and now look at him. He can afford boats. Don't do anything.
Any devil, I must smite it.
I mean, yeah, but skeleton union rules are tough in this part of the world, alright? That's where they get you.
even the minions have started to demand higher pay. It's tough.
Alright, we have earned our dash. It is inequipable.
Yeah, gray
There are
souls
things
are
that will
relics.
replace the... Oh, permanent. Okay. And Merman. We could switch from spear to fish.
Merman is actually pretty
Become a
good.
fish.
Yeah, water pistol will seem to
This attack.
falls. Is this the? It's like piercing or something. You can shoot
That's
through
a-
Yeah,
shields.
A nice getting ready pose.
Good. He's already. He has his poses ready, even though he is completely new to this. He catches on very quickly.
Yep, all members of all the vampire hunting bloodlines just have natural affinity for the dance floor.
Well, Soma's not from any of those. He's just a dude.
Well, they all have to start somewhere.
I suppose.
And now we have our cape.
Maybe he has like an uncle or something that was vampire hunter. Like not directly related, but just maybe even more distant. He got the poses down, but that's pretty much it. Oh, actually that's pretty good damage.
Just a little deceptive as to how far it will fly before the pressure wears off.
Yeah, but once you figure it out, it's pretty damn useful.
First large glowy door.
I seem to remember the condition for, you know, extra endings and such being kind of annoying in this one.
I know what it is, so when we get there, I can mention it if it really becomes a problem. Though there are hints to it.
Hello,
Yeah.
large boneman.
He's been promoted. Ow! Oh, he does have a towel. That's very kind of him.
And over
low
quite
on the
quickly.
backside.
Does not overstay himself. All for orbs.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing about boss
And
souls.
only now am I paying attention to that walk animation. Look at that.
Soma is pretty well animated. Everything in
Look
this
at
game
this
is.
majestic... It's like he's moving in slow motion, but at regular speed. Also, his head is tiny.
Everything is a bit smaller in this one, as opposed to,
But like, look at the pixel count on his head compared to his hands or his torso.
He just has huge hair.
He
Just
has such a
makes
small
his
head.
entire being smaller.
Wait, does Soma have cancer? Oh no.
So yeah, you didn't get a soul from the Creaking Skull. That is because it will come back as a regular enemy later. Anything that doesn't do that will always give you its soul. So you don't
Okay.
have to worry about retrying bosses or anything.
Mhm.
That would have been. Oh man, how
Absolutely.
just foolish that would have
arduous.
been. If it was luck based, whether you got certain souls and you got one shot at it.
Dracula's roguelike.
Actually, regarding the walk, I think.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. You just keep on keeping on, Lion Wheel.
Hi there, Pure.
Lion Wheel is not that durable.
That
think they
was an
actually-
angel. I would rather not deal with that. Those raise too many questions.
Their souls are pretty good though. It's a pretty good soul.
So perhaps we'll collect one later. Oh, he's still here. And away he
Yeah,
goes.
I don't think Aria does despawning like at all.
Goodbye. Yeah, well,
Just flaunting how much memory they have. Gosh.
the limitless power of the Game Boy Advance.
Aren't Game Boy Advance cartridges like only 4 megabytes?
Limitless power.
Limitless. Yeah, I think Igarashi actually said during some Kickstarter video for Bloodstain?
Yeah,
That
Bloodstain.
he likes.
Oh, now we got floaty jump.
They had made like the character walk and travel at the speed it looks like she's walking. And it's like, no, just speed that up, but don't make it into a run. Just keep it a walk. So it seems like it's something that he's always done. You take one
Use
step
weird
and you move 2
animation
steps.
speeds.
Yeah. Soma
Creature of
has
chaos.
very slippery shoes.
I think that wall is
Bloodstain.
breakable on your left.
Oh yeah, it looks very.
Oh, it
There's
is.
almost too much wall without.
Mind up.
Does anyone ever use those items?
If you want to really focus a boss down really quick,
Yeah.
spam Bullet Soul, use Mind Up, keep going.
I've always kind of had a preference for the whip Sylvanias over the knife Sylvanias. I mean, it's nice to have this quick weapon, but the amount of reach and like area control you get on the whip. Really
Soma has
interesting.
many options, and some of them have long reach, and some of them don't. We'll get there eventually.
There are some really absurd weapons.
There you going, Wheel. Come
Eventually.
on, don't wander off. I need to harvest you someday.
And yeah, you do need to equip the flying armor. It's a blue, not a gray, so it's not free. Gray are your replacements for relics. Blue are old R
Alright,
to
so
use.
I have to invoke that for hover.
Yeah, it costs MP, so
There. White Dragon, are you even trying to defend this thing? Come on.
There's better things to do this time. Just still kind of hoping for you to just run past him, but
No chance. Hey, soldier zombies. Every so often, that recognition of the passage of time within the castle.
yeah. Was it in 64 where it's like Dracula invented everything? Like there's some.
that was pretty.
Dracula's
there's some-
motorcycles!
Wait, really?
Motorcycle
What?
skeletons was the
Yeah.
best thing ever. I don't care how anachronistic it
Motorcycle
was.
skeleton sounds great. Why do people hate Castlevania 64 so much?
Because
It
it's a
is
bad
obviously
game.
a good thing.
I'm sorry, a game with motorcycle skeletons is not a bad game. I don't care, people have lied to me all my life.
It did not look like a fun game, but maybe motorcycle skeletons make it at least worthwhile to get to that point.
I
See,
mean,
that's-
I like the game. I'm just aware it's also garbage, and I like it because I played it when I was a kid.
Children.
I seem to
Bad
remember
at
there was
everything.
bad judgment, bad at actually completing things. No, I seem to remember there's like a laboratory you can go into at some point. Like every invention in the next coming 100 years or so is in there. It's like,
I
no,
think that's from
Dracula did first.
Bloodlines. I mean, the Tower of Science in 64 is pretty crazy, but I think you're thinking of the factory in Bloodlines, maybe? I don't remember.
It's possible, but I do remember that you can go up to things and like look at them and read some notes.
Oh,
like,
right, right. Yeah, that was in the Castle Center. Never mind. That's from 64, yeah.
So, like, is 64's main problem just that it's a dated N64 game? Or
Pretty much, yeah.
It's one of those
Platform-
3D games that does not have any idea how it wants to convert its gameplay to 3D, so it suffers from all the typical crudeness of the era.
Yeah,
Oh,
platform-
so it's every N64 game.
Yes, it is the Nintendo 64 library, Castlevania. It is all right there on the box. Things noticing so far, they have of course made you not quite as swift as used was, but that is okay as long as you're quick proportional to the screen you're working with.
Yeah,
and
remember to
responsive.
backdash. Backdashing really helps.
I mean-
everything is more lightly colored right now. Brighter palette at work here.
Yeah,
I mean,
the,
Just was trained
it's the
for
Game
all
Boy
of this.
Advance, after all. It
Yeah.
needs to be bright for you to see it. People complain
It
about
needs to
that.
account for the lack of backlighting on the original hardware and everything being tiny, so you need to scarf. Good.
Yeah.
Now our neck is warm. Already earlier voiced my opinions vis-a-vis nice V-whips. But if there are other weapons that will provide that needed coverage, then who knows?
Yeah, no, Soma has some pretty goddamn huge weapons. You just haven't found any of them yet.
Time will tell how the soul system shapes up as a supply of abilities versus others. Book sub-weapon combo was pretty tight.
Yeah.
As usual, a lot of good sprite work going on. That has not been betrayed. Sprite work, good backgrounds. Removing hearts from the economy is nice.
I guess with the
Feels like just a pixel off.
yeah.
Accessibility, yeah.
The book sub-weapon thing,
I think you need double jump to get up there. As annoying as that
That's fine.
is.
The Verge!
it kind of, I think you mentioned it while you were playing it too, that if you want to switch to another one, you have to go find one. And that can get annoying.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sub
for
weapons
some
needing to be
reason.
hunted for. Always annoying.
I mean,
Having
they
all
could
the
have just
others is
changed that
difficult.
easily. They did in Portrait of Ruin, and it was great. You just equip a sub-weapon.
Hmm.
And Aria of Sorrow does still have the problem of having to go into the menu to switch, whereas Dawn of Sorrow was the start of introducing a quick switch of between two sets of gear, which was very nice, and
Ah!
I look forward to that.
Another bullet soul.
So can you
Not
get
even gonna work my own bow. Just go, do it. Destroy my enemies.
So can you get an all skeleton soul setup?
Yes.
Good.
Suppose
Can you
so.
beat the game with it?
Sure.
Let's do it,
That would be an
Loon.
interesting thing. Actually,
It'd
I'm
be
trying
pretty
to
hard.
think. I don't know if there's any skeletons that go on the R button. I don't know if there's any blue skeleton souls. I know there's red and yellow, but
I
If there is
appreciate having the numeric health total on the interface.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Good for when you're getting all your immediate feedback as to how much damage you take in number form.
Get away from the grenade, they're scary.
Even the grenade had been rotting.
Now we are the grenades.
Oh yes, I was hoping you'd get that
Yes.
Zombie of war.
one. It's not
Yes,
easy to
cost
use,
design.
but it really hurts when it hits.
That makes sense. Maybe the zombies are somewhat immune to their own grenades. Or maybe it's
All the bits
skills.
they could be pierced with shrapnel rotted off years ago.
Oh, that's true.
How do you think they wound up zombie soldiers? Already thoroughly perforated, saturated with stray bits of metal. Zombie.
That's what's keeping them together in the first place. No skeleton left, just shrapnel.
Complete substitution. Goofy ass power walk. It's like he has an invisible set of skis.
No running though. That's just not dignified. I think that was the explanation actually that Iga gave. Oh, rapier. Maybe slightly more range?
It's
Hey,
about the same
it's
range,
quick.
more power, and fast.
Very quickly into the space, and no, you're not allowed to up harder. That very much looks like it's the next save point.
That's pretty far. You think we're gonna get something that lets you go that far up this soon?
Doubtful. Up is always a tightly guarded commodity. Oh, rock armor! Back again!
Hooray! And there he goes. No match for modern technology.
There's another sword there. It's waiting for me, taunting me.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long time coming.
Why can't Dracula crawl?
Can you tell memes though? Can Dracula do that?
Is
No,
Dracula
that's
a
his
meme?
biggest weakness, honestly.
What is a meme?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
grenade! Grenade, please.
He's having more success than you. It's like, come on, let me show you how
Oh,
you
he
do
is a
that.
professional. So was a
Yeah,
civilian.
zombie soldier. He knows what he's doing.
That's a career zombie.
String for this for years.
Dying for
Oh,
your
this-
country is just the start.
Then you have a Dracula to die for as well. Never
Yes.
ends.
When you die, you're automatically inscripted in the Dracula army.
That is
Uh-huh.
interesting. I've
Okay,
never really used it
that's,
too much.
Yeah, it's just a quick close quarters burst.
I
How hard does it
seem
hit?
to remember using
Yes.
that.
It's pretty hard, but also
Money.
it's cheap. Is the big
Piles of
thing.
dollars.
Yeah. I seem to remember using that to beat some boss at one time or another. Just spamming it in his face.
Yeah, bat's not that strong. It's
It's
just
fairly hard.
about as hard as your
Only
sword.
slightly weaker than our rapier, yeah. And it's a good panic button, and I've collected a double of Merman. Is there any benefit to having extras of a soul, or is that just...
In
redundancy?
Dawn, the more souls you have, the stronger they get. That does not apply here. However, there is a soul that becomes like there's a yellow soul eventually that makes all your stats better depending on how many souls you have, and that does count multiple copies. But other than that, there's not a big thing. Dawn brings in multiple souls, making souls more powerful, and the ability to make weapons out of souls, and like those two things make extra souls more
We're in
worth it.
pre-dawn of souls, day before of souls, weekend at of souls.
Like, on one hand, I don't really like it because souls are already kind of rare, and the fact that to make a soul full powered, you need to have 9 of them, and you also use souls to make new weapons. It feels like asking you to grind a bit much.
This is usually the first question I have whenever encountering someone in a suit.
Yeah.
Gotta be sure.
It's time for a business meeting. We're developing this castle. We're planning on making it into a hotel just as soon
Good day, I
as we
represent
clear
the
out
East Belmont Estate. Like, level with me here. Are we really in Dracula's house?
Most certainly, you have a good eye for this, for Dracula
In
castles.
theory, Dracula lives in Europe. However, physicists have determined
In theory, but seeing as we're not there.
one cannot know both the momentum and the position of a Dracula with absolute certainty. To measure one is to throw the other into chaos.
It would make sense.
So when you say that, do you mean the metaphysical underworld or the criminal underworld?
Both, probably.
The overlap between the two. Not just the
Vampire
dead, but the dead
gangsters.
criminals.
Really, it's the sort of thing the Castlevania storyline likes, is metaphysical overlapping. Wow, this is quite long.
Actually, no. Dracula died in 1999.
That's why
Nostradamus killed
here to sell
Dracula.
you his house.
Yeah, it feels weird that they brought Nostradamus into this.
Hey, why not? Keep bringing stuff in.
Killed the Dracula, but you left the castle to roam. Sad, lonely, helpless. It's just a castle without a lord. Drifting through space.
Actually, I think any
Sweet, let's do it!
time-
I'm in! Sign me up! I want to be the Dracula!
Nice!
I arrived
Sure.
exactly on time! Brought a sacrifice and everything, let's go! Head back out front and retrieve that perfectly good heart.
Oh yeah, I remember the plot of this game now.
Say nothing. I want Moon to react to
Nope,
it as it
I
happens.
We must become the Dracula.
It's so dumb though.
The Dracula for the new millennium.
How
Dracula
can we make
2.0.
Dracula sexier, easier to sell to the youngins?
The Eye Dracula.
Sleeker, more refined. White
The
hair.
curse of the
How do you feel about
Draculap.
white hair? I wonder how people got around on the lowest floor before the stairs broke.
Well, at least some of them could turn into mist. Or perhaps have a buddy who could turn into mist on their behalf and go retrieve things of need.
Or maybe the castle was 3D at some point. Without
third
a real
layer.
Dracula around.
Okay. Soma.
You can jump across screen transitions.
Good.
See, I'm just wondering if Dracula embodied the 90s itself. Did Dracula fight on a skateboard in the water of 1999? I need to know this.
Maybe they only killed 90s Dracula.
80s Dracula is still out there and alive.
70s Dracula is still mayor of Baltimore.
Which Dracula was Order of Ecclesia Dracula?
Nuclear family
Order
death
of Ecclesia
Dracula.
was in the 18-something.
A Dracula for every decade.
Okay.
A Dracula for all seasons.
I just remember what he is supposed to look like. Or who he is supposed to look like.
You mean Bela
I
Lugosi?
forget which year.
I mean, they've gotten
Not in that
pretty
game, no.
consistent recently, sticking with the white hair, beard Dracula that Symphony of the Night used.
I mean,
Yeah.
Order of Ecclesia.
Except,
Yeah,
Portrait
let's
of
switch
Ruin.
back to an actual projectile.
Portrait of Ruin went with Bela Lugosi Dracula, but every
Yeah.
other recent Castlevania game has been the Symphony of the Night style Dracula.
I thought Order of Ecclesia, he just looked like a scary dad.
He's looks like Regal, I think, from
Regal?
King of Fighters.
These bones are serious.
Yeah,
Bone
man.
pillars are going to be around for a long time, so they're a little extra durable for when they first show up.
Yeah, it was someone who said that it was someone on the team for Ecclesia that wanted to make him a King of Fighters reference because no one would really notice,
Quite
right?
enough up.
I think you can get more up later on. Do not
Forever
worry about it for
confounded
now.
by our deficit of up.
We must defeat the basketball playing skeleton.
Our true enemy, gravity.
Or ups.
Four fundamental forces of Dracula. But bother looping back around to see if there's anything on the other side of those bells.
You can just get it when you come back later.
Will be returning with more ups.
Yeah.
Possibly, see if you can dig up another atlas of this castle for convenience of...
Okay, yeah, I've been going off my memory so far. I know this one better than the other two, but I'll grab an atlas for this one. Oh, I remember what's in that room. The bamboo sword. It's the first overhead sword you get, but it's really weak, so it's not really worth it.
Large ghost.
He dies in 2
Protective
hits.
barrier. Oh, it lingers. Alright, so I guess this is damage reduction, maybe?
Ah, yes, this is one of the ones that has a good map. The person who made
No,
this
it's
map is
eating
great.
it's eating your mana.
Well, yeah, because it's a shield that I left on. That's the benefit of having absorbed the big ghost.
Oh wow, you got that one already? Yeah, it's pretty useful. It only works on projectiles, but it will deflect most projectiles.
Can you turn it off again after?
Yeah, it's a
activating?
toggle.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Just wondering if you turn it on once and it's like, well, there goes your mana. It'd be kind of shitty.
Now,
Joy
our
being
souls
on
come in
fire.
2 types. Some are toggles, some are hold the button down. But no matter what, they don't force you to keep them on.
That's good. I hate that.
Kinda not liking that I'm gonna have to equip mobility power-ups. in order to make
Most
use
of them aren't. The only mobility power-up that is a blue soul is the flying armor, and you won't need it anymore after a while.
Well,
Oh wait, no,
you're-
there's one other, but it's a bit different in that it has uses outside of mobility that are good. So
Yeah, pretty busy enemy.
Dance!
there are a couple yellow souls that you would have to switch between a couple times, which is a pain. But yellow souls are also the least interesting souls because all they do is mess with your numbers. Or like, I think the zombie soul makes you become more powerful when you're poisoned or something like that. They're all passive effects though, so
Oh no,
it's
why
not
did you
eating
tell
your
him that?
buttons.
Danger mode, you say?
Oh no. Well, I guess this is going to be a poisoned playthrough now.
It's time for the Danger Zone playthrough.
The zone will be one of danger.
Yeah, there's a free rapier up there if you didn't get one as a drop. So
That's nice of them.
Just barely can't up the worst kind. That pixel of ledge.
Come on, Zoma, you have hands.
Use your hands. Grasping hands.
oh, this is the first game where you can sell things that aren't gems, so
Yeah,
the
may as
rapier is
well.
still worth getting for just cash.
For loot. For greed.
Greed
Switch
is
over
good,
to
Loon.
My
Remember.
hover soul. Recharge my hover soul.
Does Durga give anything? I seem to remember it having
Everything has a
strong
soul.
ability. Yeah, I know that, but
All things have
I mean,
souls.
some of the souls are just not great.
They're just numbers. Durga is a red soul. You throw katanas at people.
Oh, sounds pretty good to me.
I remember most of the things in this game. I've played it a bit too many times.
I mean, it's a good game.
Yeah, I only played it once, but I think it was
Tiny
was
Devil is a
somewhere
fantastic
towards-
soul, but they show up all over the place, so you'll have plenty of chances to get it.
No worries about farming most of these.
Yeah, farming is bad. It's, if you bother to farm souls, you probably wind up a bit too strong, so just going and playing with what you get is the best way to roll. And you're guaranteed to get pretty much some good things, just because of how many good things there are.
I'm getting used to the grenades arc. What I'm finding weirdest about it is judging how long it will bounce for. Thank you for your patience, Manticore. I'll be right with you. There's plenty of grenades for everyone. Mostly you.
And this is where you might use a mind up. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
but
room
it's
is rather
not
large.
hard.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of wasted space in this room.
Well,
Unless
it's a
Manticore
room.
will get angry and start flying.
No, it's just that there's stuff to explore up there after you get more up.
Also, it seems like for Manticore, you would need a lot of movability.
Oh, I see. A pretty straightforward boss setup here. I mean, he's gonna amble. He's gonna launch attacks. He's gonna double and triple tap on those attacks to get you off guard.
Wait, is Manticore a boss?
Yep,
Yes.
that's why the door is
He
closed
went
and locked
through
us
the bone door.
I don't remember this guy at all.
It's not very memorable.
Very straightforward early boss. Give me that orb.
Yeah, most of the early bosses will become regular enemies later, so we won't be seeing guaranteed boss souls for a bit.
Fleeman.
What about rock armor? When it's his time to shine.
When do we get Rock Soul?
Whenever the random number generator says you do. Fleamen is pretty fun. You create fleamen that are on your side.
Yeah, I think
Danger, you
that
say.
I think that sounds like a soul you gotta carry all the way through, the Flea Man soul. I think you should do it, Loon.
Wave after wave of my own flea men.
Dracula won't know what hit him.
Oh, grenade.
You'll
Grenade safety,
be
everybody.
too
Fuck.
annoyed to continue fighting, even if it doesn't deal much damage.
I don't think your grenades hurt you. Enemy grenades hurt you.
Officer.
Cannot take that chance. Officer of what?
Of the
Okay.
soldiers, I
As
guess.
we managed to in and out of that door without actually seeing what was on the other side. That's a pro canceling. Frame perfect ignorance. Cannot hover over there.
I mean, it was an area transition door, so it's not like you would have known anyway.
We don't know that for sure. We didn't see anything.
A mystery.
I think you can duck under the zombie officer's sword, though I'm not certain.
Ah, the study.
There's a lot of
Ah, yes.
saw bones, sawing skulls in the library.
Skull wheels.
Yeah.
The Durga is one to appreciate the classics. Very good.
We're here to make sure no one talks too loudly.
Yeah, this branch is just loot, so...
Good. Reminders of our crippling shortage of Oh, a student witch has not yet learned to fly, just carries the ceremonial broom.
She can hover for a couple seconds, I think. It's in her attack pattern somewhere.
And throw
But, yeah.
cats at us. Rude.
That is a very good enemy, honestly.
Student Witch Soul is throw cats at people.
That's
Also
another pro
very
soul.
good power.
Alright, now we have a heftier stabby sword. A little slower than the rapier.
But more reach, so...
Do we? We do not have slide.
Slide is a, gray soul. You'll get it eventually.
Oh, we had hard enough to not need a grenade. Durga.
I don't remember, but I hope that the full-fledged witches in this game are dangerous enemies.
They are,
Seems fitting.
Oh,
Well, I remember them. I don't remember how dangerous
what
they
is your
are.
name? Coin, do not interrupt me learning this monster's name. Go away, Dollar. I don't even get... Thanks, Dollar. You were
There's
far
more
more
than one in
important
this
than...
room.
Zombie commando. Maybe.
No, it's weird. That enemy has a very strange name.
At first we grab the dollar, and we wait. Evil Butcher.
Nice full skin suit, Evil Butcher.
Traditional
I
garb
was
of
that,
his
it was
trade.
just green.
Alright, good. There is enough, like,
Oh yeah, he's wearing
hitbox
a bat.
height in order to stab candles from the floor.
Good. That's actually a thing that gets annoying in Castlevania games. Oh, what a mighty
Proper
bone
bone
pillar.
demolition. Cubes. Another of Dracula's key. Yeah, just nudge this with your forehead. Good job, Soma. That's some real talent you got there, kid. Not enough hope.
You'll get double jump very soon.
I hope nothing down here hits particularly hard. You're bleeding.
We're running a bit low.
A save point
Oh.
is coming up fairly shortly.
It doesn't look like...
At the end of this hallway.
Oh, spider. Arachne.
Okay, at the end of this hallway and then down. But you can down pretty quickly.
What is it about libraries that attract ectoplasm?
Amateur necromancy attempts.
And Fleamen, I guess they've been punching bags for too long and they want new careers.
But I'd imagine Fleeman would be naturally suited to rifling around precisely. I mean, bookshelves. I mean, like they're small enough that they can climb very well, so they wouldn't even need ladders. They could just scurry from shelf to shelf.
That's true. The ladders are just there for the ectoplasm and the spiders.
The Dracula economy is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, if you're a spider in a library, you need like 7 ladders.
You can walk on the Gorgon, and you can just... or Cataplepus, whatever.
Both
We
And
ride!
There's a
It's
drop
important to
into the
be,
next room where there's a save point, so just,
We ride!
left. Save point is left.
That ended poorly.
Uh-oh.
This is the one where Curse just cuts off your mana regen.
Yeah, well, it gives you mana degen, but pretty much, yeah.
I'm going to assume that Catoblepa's power is to petrify things.
I don't remember which version of the enemy gives it to you, but
Like, get rock armor.
you get it's a
that
blue
edge.
soul. You hold down R, and from your hand you get the petrification breath in front of you for as long as you can hold it.
Nice.
It's pretty
As long as
fun.
you can hold your breath. Like a surgeon.
Eventually he's going to run out of rocks, I'm sure of it.
How many stones could there be in this castle? There, now I fight on even ground. On my own terms. Sword to rock, the basis of all combat. Huh. Delicious melon.
Is there some sort of, like, parry or something you can get from some soul? Like, knockback projectiles or something?
No idea.
It just seems like a fun power to have, even if it's not that great.
Most Castlevania games aren't good about letting you move your enemies around. That is a problem that they have. But oh well.
That's a very rare coin.
We got a melon, we got $100.
Oop, time well spent.
This is why you should go to the library.
Hundreds of dollars of rare melon await. Ah, hello there.
Ah, there's a Bananas.
No priest knows me.
Good job.
Al, as always, is good with names.
Alucard, I mean,
Arigado!
Yes. My new cover name will be Dracula.
I spelled my name backwards. Wait, damn it!
Oh no, don't kill me, Soma!
What, you mean the power to absorb the souls of demons is... Moving on.
why are you talking to him? There's a lot of, I shouldn't be talking to you. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Oh no, why do I keep talking? Oh.
So if we become the new Dracula, must Alucard refer to us as Dad? Do we inherit that alongside the rest of the titles? Do we become the Dad?
That's why he's here. He's just...
To
just wants
prevent
be
he
dad
was
again.
finally dadless, and will not allow this to relapse. What if he claims the title? Can he be his own dad? That being forward means this room must still contain treasure.
It does, but I think you need to slide to get it, if I remember it properly.
Correct.
Let's make sure. It might be slideless treasure. No.
More opportunities to get the cat soul.
The one book in the library. And there it is.
Dracul Alucard. You're a much less interesting conversation.
Yeah, that's a good place to keep your if you really want it. It's the return of the Two Flame shield from Circle of the Moon in a much better game.
Yeah, swing your... Get the one thing you do, Minotaur.
Hey, what? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Does the axe have a soul?
Minotaur has a soul.
Does he, though? Is he anything without his axe? Room containing a single coin. Oh, that was not the wall reacting, that was me nudging the grenade button.
How suspicious.
Ah, of course. Bone door.
But a few empty rooms must be sacrificed to,
Of course. Hate corridor. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
what? Keep you suspicious.
Are you a door, or are you
Yes.
a trap?
It's okay, so it opens when you face away. How do you get in?
Posing at it.
Good.
It respects the slide. I am expecting entirely that walking down this path just means I will run into something that demands I go back and fight that bone door.
This is a dead-end path. It, however, contains something within it that I think you will very much enjoy.
A cat. Oh, a whip sword.
Why would you build this? This is outlandish. It's a chain on the end of a sword. Who would do this?
Dracula.
No, it's a whip sword.
It's just a flail. It's
It's a
just a lazy
segmented
flail. It's a sharpened flail.
Yeah, so it is. It is just a chain then, I guess.
Alright, who do we fight in this book room? Of course, an armor.
Yep, still hasn't
You
gotten
block
very excited.
grenades.
Now, unfortunately, you cannot do the limp whip with the whip sword.
Yeah, you
That
can't
is
noodle
reserved to
the
Juiced.
sword.
It requires.
As not a
far
Belmont,
speed.
we do not have the ancient family secrets of Noodle Whip. But this is giving us enough reach to touch beyond the shield.
Yeah, the whip sword is pretty great. I oftentimes wind up sticking with it over other stronger weapons just because it has that reach.
What a boss fight.
Oh!
Hammer is pretty great.
Bowhammer. The army ordered you to invade Dracula's castle.
He knows better. Including me. I guess they sent the quartermaster to
Hammer is a total
invade Dracula's
weirdo.
castle.
A shop? Like, at least the other businessman was a businessman who just got trapped, so he figured may as well just do business in Dracula's castle. Right, now we can jump. Jump and jump a second time.
Hammer is a weirdo, but yeah, now his shop is open in the room you started in, where Mina is. He'll be there too.
But
And you should be finding a warp room to get back there pretty soon.
Oh, that is actually a thing. I mean, I haven't actually played it. I just saw an LP of it, but it's a thing I liked about 64. Was the
Demon Merchant
salesman.
guy! Brennan is great. I like Brennan.
He was that was an interesting idea.
Brennan's theme is also a great piece of music for a game that didn't contain a lot of good music.
But
aha! The
I'll
bleepus.
check it out.
Ah, it's a good one.
Now we have the stank hand.
Yeah, the Bone Pillar Soul is the same thing, but with fire, more damage, no petrification.
Now you're the Mystic Knight. Maybe.
The swordless Mystic Knight.
Yeah. I mean, you have the whip and stuff.
One who has learned to break blade without blades.
What's this cross class? Oh, actually, yeah, that did work. Is there some?
Don't cancel it.
Is there some tricks you can do with the petrification? It being like,
Honestly,
a
I've never really used it extensively before. It appears that things you've petrified take more damage, but aside from that, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
was
whose
just
breath
thinking.
is stronger. Ah,
Just-
it would appear that we have met our match vis-a-vis petrifying. Well played.
There is
Oh,
no.
we're the adversary. We have not surpassed the master.
Need more souls to become the bull.
Yeah, I believe that the warp room... Yes, I just confirmed it. The warp room is at the top left of the room you fought Manticore in. So you can leave the study and hit all the dumble jump places on your way out, and then...
Wonderful. Arachne, legendary at weaving, adequate at most other tasks.
Fleeman! No, oh, that was level. I thought it was Fleeman Soul for a second there.
Why?
Loon, you can push the box down there.
Oops.
Yeah, but it's still annoying.
Why do you demand these things of me, Dracula? The thousand trials.
Soma doesn't even know how to push things properly.
Hard pitting.
That one's pretty good, I think.
It's just another luck boost. But I think this is one of the games where luck is weird and not actually that useful, though. At the very
I
least,
thought
the only
ever-
thing I ever remembered that got me more souls is buying the Soul Leader ring once Hammer starts selling it.
Ah.
And that doesn't boost your luck, it just doubles all soul acquisition chances.
Oh.
Broadsword. There we go, nice overhead curve. Low, but nice overhead swing.
Yeah, the two major
good.
categories are the forward swords and the overhead swords. Whip sword has more
No.
horizontal range, but the vertical is quite useful, too.
Did we determine if you cancel attacks by landing in this game?
Yeah, you can't cancel attacks, you cannot cancel broadsword attacks by landing.
Oh,
It's, because they take so long to swing. If you're still swinging when you land, then you just follow through. You can, however, cancel by backdashing. Pretty sure you can always backdash.
okay.
Yes, confirmed.
Backdashing is useful.
Why would they mess with the canceling? That was good in Symphony of the Night. I thought.
Because if you're swinging a sword and you land and suddenly the sword disappears, you might not hit the thing you were trying to hit.
That's fine by me. They can leave that up to the player, I think.
On an option in the menu, jump cancel sword.
No, but I mean, like, if you don't time your... If you don't...
Oh,
aim
Tiny Devil!
well
Tiny
enough.
Devil's great.
I like it.
Expensive, but great.
Okay, horizontal swords still cancel landing. Says someone in chat. I hope so. I mean, I did beat this game, so you'd think that I would remember that, but I don't.
Hey, what were you were quiet, I didn't hear what you said. I'll turn up the volume, but what did you say?
Someone in chat said that the stabbier swords cancel on landing still.
Oh, I think they might. Or at least, I don't think the whip sword does, but the other ones, I think they do.
Your standard hammer.
Yeah, hammer is slow, it's really powerful, but it's slow and doesn't have much reach, so I never really wound up using it.
That sounds like something I would use. But then, I probably... If it's not possible to land cancel it, then I guess I probably use something else, but... Usually I try to use risky weapons, because eventually you just get used to them and then you just have more damage. That's my philosophy.
Oh hey, gym clothes.
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, if you can attack more often with a weaker weapon, then
Yes,
it's more
ready
damage.
for sports.
Wait, what?
We're ready for sports.
That
Why
had
did
more.
Burgers drop those? I don't know, but there you are.
Because they are
That
ready for
had more
sports.
defense.
Yeah,
That
for
had more
sports.
defense than the letter plate.
It should be ready for sports.
Yes, it is. Rough and tumble.
But I should probably.
You
But
can
wearing
get to the
armor-
left if you use the flying armor, but might want to save and heal.
Yeah, it's just a ways off to the right.
There are powerful enemies in there.
I don't
Get the
think
impression
so.
there's progress in there.
It kind of just goes around and takes you up to the warp room. They want you to find where to go with double jump. The nice, just here, go this way and just keep going thing ends at the study.
Oh, rock armor, you
Hello,
failure.
Quetzalcoatl. You are nothing like your namesake in any measurable way. For one, you are not feathered.
Oh, it's another big room, not the one you fought that guy in. Still though, the warp room is up and to the left, and it's where the
Landmines!
thing would have taken you to eventually. The Oon is... I don't like it.
That is extremely situational.
Yes.
Polite way of saying garbage.
Yes. But it is a landmine. A plant-based landmine. I like it conceptually, even if it's garbage.
It is a landmine. It gives you landmines. The soul of a trap.
Oh, you're going back up to the big
I'm
cathedral.
going for that square. Cannot escape me, Dracula. I will find a way.
Oh, that one.
Oh, that looks great.
That you need to go down to get that square. Actually, it's a breakable wall in the Manticore room, or well, in a room that branches off the Manticore room.
Forward then.
Is some corruption happening or something? There are tiny dots in the blackness.
It might just be stream like compression.
Hmm.
Not
No,
too
it's
possible you're
it's
viewing
actually
the
like
quality
that on the
setting.
cartridge too. I remember it.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
don't know why.
Stylistic choice, perhaps.
Like it's like see how they do the dot gradient type thing with the light in the background in this room? It's like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, this room, break the ceiling.
Oh, I thought you were going to equip the hand grenades. to
Ash
survive.
presses.
Hmm. I mean, that is a sizable sum of money. What sort of currency do they... What is the currency called here in this?
dollar.
It's just dollars.
Still dollars?
Bill dollars. $1 for every area.
Good job, Dracula. But you would think you would have the least interest in that currency at all. But
Maybe it was all Spanish dollars at first. Yellow soul.
Yeah, most yellow souls are like that. They
Yep,
just,
just
here,
pass
have a
it off.
number.
Equip this to be large.
4 seems like him could be pretty good for the moment.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was actually a pretty good first one to get.
That what? Really?
And there's another one.
Run me by this here.
I don't know
That's
what.
strange. Alright, so hit me.
Maybe jump attacks heal.
Don't explain what this even is before I can judge whether or not that's a good power-up.
Maybe it's jump attacks from you.
Oh, okay. It's a mistranslation. It's, essentially, if you get hit in the air, you can press jump again to, like, recover from being hit.
Oh, you can cancel out of falling. That is useful, now that it's properly explained. Like when struck in midair and tumbling, you can interrupt that and recover control.
That wasn't even close to being what the text said. Good job.
Alright, there's the warp. Finish off these squares before moving on.
Hey.
Strongly missing the presence of forward dash.
Yes, there is a Go Fast Soul, but it will be quite some time before we gain access to it.
And can I even up this room any harder yet?
No, there's an endgame weapon at the top of that room. It'll be a while.
So be it. Up from over there.
Rock armor.
Aw, our rocks are terrible! The rock is far more impressive.
You do good damage though, 58. Wow.
Again, we have not surpassed the master
I think
to
you
reach
do
the
have a
rank of
potion.
stone armor.
If you actually want to heal, you do have a potion in your inventory, I think. Oh, you have multiple potions.
Don't like the arc on the stone. It's like the grenade, except it does then not bounce.
Yeah, stone is not good. I don't like it at all. Tiny Devil is pretty great for a long while.
Finally!
Yes, you can. It has a good warp menu.
Manual warp.
How many games did that take them?
A number.
Oh, I remember this.
And yeah, Hammer is now back down in the gate, and you probably want to talk to him because he sells maps. Maps are useful. I mean, I have a map, but I think you'd like one
maps. I thought you said some apps for some reason.
Yeah, it's the future. Dracula 2.0.
Of course.
Yeah, so Soma's checking the map on his phone. Obviously, the map app.
Yeah. He looked like he would do that.
Yep, here's my shop. Got a box. Give me money.
As the game goes by, more and more boxes of weapons will accumulate next to Hammer as his inventory changes.
Is it implied that he goes into the castle and finds things, or are they actually shipped here somehow?
The free market.
I don't know. Hammer's weird.
Maybe he's actually like the descendant of what was his name again?
Grant from 3? Is that who?
No, the demon in 64.
No. He's Hammer. He's just a crazy soldier guy.
Oh, I know he actually
I have a spear on hand, so I could.
making jokes.
Maybe I just bought it.
No. When did we pick up a spear?
May have just bought it and not looked at the supply before. Fatigues are pretty good.
Yeah, fatigues are great. They're really good early game armor.
What can we liquidate to make way for fatigues? Melon. Good price on melon. Trade you this melon for a suit of clothing.
You can also at least sell your extra rapier. No matter whether you want to switch back to it eventually or not, you don't need to.
Look, please keep up to date on the Dracula stock market. You need to know what to buy and what to sell.
A combat knife is really fast and really strong, but like
Get
no
rid of
range
cheap
at
pocket
all.
knife.
I do remember using that for a decent amount of time, I think.
Combat knife is fun, so long as you understand its range and do not attempt to use it recklessly.
We are no longer a casual. We have gone beyond. However, we must always remain ready for sports.
I forgot, this is the first one since Symphony of the Night that has just a shop that stays in one place, right?
Well, the shop in Harmony of Dissonance did stay in one place, it's just that there were lots of places it could show up in.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean, just one shop this time.
No descript sword.
I think there's an N missing there, but
No descript. Only sword.
The katana is pretty good too. It's an overhead swing, pretty decent size, and it's strong.
Just while we're here, may as well take a look at the Archon Spear. Yep, there's poke. Nice and clean ahead.
Yeah,
Howdy.
spears are nice, but they're much better in Dawn than they are in Aria.
Also,
They
yeah,
use much
Mina
less-
Hakuba.
Yeah. That is intentional.
I don't get it.
It's a character from Dracula, just with a different last name, a very slightly different last name.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright,
Parker.
yeah.
Everything about today is strange. Can trust the market. stand here in this pose. See, this is letting your outfit billow in the breeze, not deliberately flapping it around like a tool.
Jeez.
Learn
But-
something used.
But her
Find
clothes
a
don't,
breeze.
so he must have some sort of internal breeze.
Or her outfit is much heavier.
I suppose.
Yeah, that's our new and better overhead sword. Oh,
Katana's
we can up.
Yeah, you can get up there.
Finally, up.
I could see him having a fan in his pants
Double
now.
jump opens a lot of places. Though I think progress is still one specific area for now. Until
Missed
you
the
get slide.
pass.
The early game is, like, pretty much ends when you get slide.
Yep, these grids, they foretell of times. Gonna go ahead and intuit that there should be a fabulous prize in one of them high up in the air candles.
It's candles? No, they're just candles.
Garbage. Why would you do this?
To mess with
Why
you
would you be like,
specifically.
hey, here's an item holding thing that's hard to hit. You want to try to hit it? Good for you.
You got
Oh.
$10, Loon. You should
They
be
just,
happy.
They look nice. Can't they do it for aesthetic purposes?
When I rule this castle, everything will contain fabulous prizes.
Is money not enough of a fabulous prize here, Loon?
$10 is not a fabulous prize. $10 is barely a decent hamburger.
What are you... That's more than enough for a decent hamburger. What
Not in
kind
the
of-
year 2035.
Inflation.
Also, we're dealing with Dracula economy here. It's not even regular economy. A melon costs $7.50.
Well, that's Hammer's personal economy.
Amber just really likes melon.
He's prepared
And you
to pay
blame-
anything for it.
Also, hold on.
Can you enter one of the rooms down in the water corridor now?
Maybe.
I know you can't
Didn't
get
really
to the end of
exhaust the
it,
Oh,
possibilities
water
there.
corridor? Yes, you can. I
Officer
think you
cell.
can get up there now.
Oh, I already had an officer, so.
Yeah, it's the mid-air recovery. I
Which-
think you still need to have a double jump to use it, if the forum post I read about it is correct, but I'm not entirely sure if it is.
I mean, just look at them.
Hip hop.
Don't they just scream air recovery? They're
They sure
slow,
never get
slow
knocked back.
shade.
They are
That's
very
true.
sturdy.
That's true. That's true for most enemies, unfortunately.
And more grates, which foretell of hours.
Getting your ass
No,
handed to you by
actually.
a sitting puppet.
Why would they have the grates here if they don't foretell having the power that goes through grates?
I don't know.
Justice.
I hadn't played Symphony of the Night when I first played this game, and I didn't notice the crates as anything but a wall. But
Excellent!
Punching!
Finally!
There are
Good.
much better fist weapons in this game than the Cestus.
And we will find them all.
Cestus is kinda garbage, especially considering you just bought the katana.
It is a punch.
Basis of all combat. Yeah, let's do wet corridor.
Yeah, you can get an item there now. I don't think you can progress that direction yet.
Yeah, you need one more strange ability before you can go further to the right down there.
That's all the proper direction, so, well, stop at that save point. Always stop and rub against save points. Pay your respects to the Holy Mother. and you go punch Fishman.
One of life's great joys.
I'm here, Tiny Devil. Crush you.
Oh my god, it's so
Is
bad.
it just sad?
Man's precision.
It's also weaker than your other weapons.
Demands precision.
There is nothing good about the Cestus. There are good punch weapons. This is not one of them.
Do any of them have any Street Fighter moves?
No. One is Rain of Punches, though, and that one is really fun.
I do like how the fish float up to the surface when they die.
Not enough.
Oh, you
That's
can.
neat.
You need one more thing to get up there. I guess I thought that one of the boats could go over here, so you
Oh,
didn't need...
tasty meat. Need to learn to
Oh.
sink.
Yeah. Okay, so there are two souls that go in the yellow slot in this game that deal with water. One of them is walk on water, the other is sink.
And walk on water would let us go up.
Yeah. I thought that one of the boats went over there, so you wouldn't need it, but apparently not. Also, Killer Fish
Now we have
is...
fish soul.
Fish is weird.
Oh! You have to launch it while on water.
I've never actually
Otherwise
tried
it will just
using
drop
it in
dead.
the underwater areas. It might be good, I guess.
I don't know, maybe at homes?
Oh
Looks
wow,
great.
91 damage is actually kind of a lot.
Yeah, that
Might
hit
still-
really hard.
Might still be good by the time we get to underwater zone.
Abilities scale, right?
Fight me, Tiny Devil.
Yes. I don't know. I don't think
Fight
they
me.
scale off of int. I think they just scale off of level.
Oh, okay.
Int is MP regeneration, and I think that's all. Oh wait, chat says int. I never actually... I always went int anyway, so I wouldn't know. When we get a good int armor, I guess just cast a spell, equip it, cast again, see if it does more damage. Science.
See how powerful our fish can become.
So I'm sure there must be some souls that start out terrible but scale really well.
No.
Oh.
Most souls do... I don't think bat is ever going to be good. Most souls... I'm pretty sure that no soul scales faster than any other. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. It multi-hit souls, maybe. Because they hit more than whatever time, but...
Maybe I'm thinking of...
I remember the waiter skeletons throw curry at people ability actually staying viable all game, just because of how many times it hits.
Yeah... maybe I'm thinking of... Dawn? I do
There were
remember
some
using
sub-weapons in Portrait of Ruin where they started out garbage, but once you leveled them up, they got crazy.
This seems... yeah. That seemed flyable. And punching has yet to conclude, so I guess we're in for the long haul.
The punching never stops.
There was a big lance down that path you skipped over.
A big lance. A friend of hammers, maybe?
Welcome to
Big
the team,
Lance.
Big Lance.
Yeah, it's
It's just
It's
a
pretty-
bigger spear.
yeah, it's a bigger spear and more powerful.
That's nice.
course.
Why would you ever stop punching, though?
Because the cestus is going to become obsolete pretty quickly.
Yeah, when
Why
we
would
find
you-
our next fist.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long-ass time before we find the next fist.
Have a little faith in Loon. He's been doing this for a while now.
As a Belmont,
They're known for punching, right? Or no, I know what it is. You know, the Alucards, they sort of things, and the Belmonts with things. We need our own. The Cruz family needs their own gimmick.
yeah, they need their signature
Clearly.
weapon. We decide here, in this castle.
Or motorcycles.
Yes! We can find a motorcycle. That will replace the fist. Find a biker soul. It's always good when chandeliers count as candles.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Soma's on a roll
you
today.
kept with that very temporary sounding alias for the last 36 years. I am filled with
Please,
fear by
Mr.
Dracula.
J, it's too formal. Far too formal. Just call me.
Those get presented as if there's supposed to be some connection between that. Please, just call me Jay. I am terrified of Dracula.
Just call me JP.
It's a very odd conversation.
Someone was trying to play 20 questions about his new friend's superpower. Jay. Just Jay.
I learned a horrible thing just now. Aria of Sorrow, there are some items in it that you can only get when replaying on hard mode. And the Kaiser Knuckle, which is the Aura 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 Fist, is one of them.
No!
Tragic.
That's
So
just
this
wrong.
is going to be a very long fist run, is what you're saying?
This is going to be 2 laps of Aria of Sorrow. Oh, that knife doesn't look like an ordinary knife. Just punch my way through these dancers and be reminded that I don't have slide yet. Damn it! Just bend your knees, Soma.
Yeah, you get slide at the end of the area that's down. That, the,
Do the
what do you call
slide.
that? The Undercroft? Whatever, where all the supplies for the dance are.
First we shall find a place so Loon doesn't fucking die, though.
All according to plan. Ah, Large Bone, hello. My friend, Large Bone.
He's back.
How have you been? Still creaking.
Yeah, the creaking direction is a very long optional path that does not contain a save point. If you go down and then right again, there is a save point at the end of that path.
Well, I must defeat him. He is my rival. He agrees. The feud ends here. Left, you say?
Yeah, left and then down. That little room on its own at the bottom right of that area is the save point. There's a boss here too, but just you're looking kind of dead there, so save point might be best.
No refill on level ups, terrible. That's a ways to go for a save point.
Yeah, there's not.
You have some potions, right?
The other save point in this area is just as far up as this one is down. So, do you prefer butchers and Durgas and such, or do you prefer the flying ghost dancers and Catablipus and waiter skeleton? Either way, there are many things between you and save. Also, you would be attritioning. You would be attritioning a lot less if you would use a weapon that's not crap.
The great
Oh, I
lumber
remember
beast.
these.
Oh, it's a hell of a backhand on him.
Wooden golems are one of the enemies that range helps a lot against.
Nice try.
No, I would have said that anyway. Like, I switched from the katana to the whip sword to fight those guys once.
Whoa!
I
Whoa,
do
rude.
seem to remember these
So
being
rude.
really annoying enemies.
Watch him have a way to reach us up here too. So rude. Woodman got huge. Okay, we've confirmed that our own grenades cannot harm us. Helpful.
Yeah, it's a lot of health.
We have a lot of blood.
Yeah, Soma's very, very chock full of blood.
Praise the Holy Mother.
Yeah, it might be better to go to the up save point first if you can get there.
Ah, axles.
The classic is back.
Not exactly.
Oh, the throwing axe that is the crucifix. Nice.
Yeah, the throwing axe is Soma's version of the cross. It's quite useful.
Sort of the classic. Yeah.
Well, that will solve all problems.
Unimpressive damage, though.
Well, it can hit multiple times.
Yeah,
It has
even
good
then.
loiter time, pre-zoning.
Yeah, it would be the reason to use it, I guess.
I still prefer the Tiny Devil in most situations, but Axe Armor is pretty good. Also, that's probably because Tiny Devil is just like one of my favorite abilities in the entire game, so...
Okay, it was just the axe armor had high defense against something, I guess.
There are elements in this game. This game does use elements. I believe if you go into the pause menu, you can look at the data for enemies you've fought before and see what they're weak against and stuff, if you really want to.
There's a bestiary. We will wait until such a time as it becomes necessary. there is ever anything so difficult that it requires that kind of optimizing.
Even dirty fighting golem?
Well, we haven't killed one yet, so we don't know what its weaknesses are anyway.
Damn it.
It's weak to honor.
And fair play.
Madrid.
Oh, right.
So, the upward save point, I believe, is best gotten to from the big room that has the kukri in it. Or, it's called the cuddle, actually, but I thought it was a kukri. Whatever.
Aha! Vision.
Or you can do that.
Damn!
There are many, many things in this area that require slide. That's why I thought to go down first, but down contains wooden golems and they're scary, so...
We have a checkpoint.
But yeah, that's another thing. You saw that, like, really fancy candle outside the save point? A lot of save rooms have something like that that lets you know they're a save room. Not all of them, but if you see one, it's probably what's in the next room.
That's neat. That's nice of them.
The luck of the ghost dancer. This time we will conquer lumber.
Dude, don't waste your health and time and whatever fighting the creaking skull. There's nothing this way. There's nothing this way but money and pain
I
and
must
death.
defeat him.
Like, this whole area just basically exists so you can A, get the creaking skull soul, and B, there's a bunch of money at the end. And that's all.
Lumber!
And yes, there are multiple wooden golems between you and that money.
Watch out.
My nemesis.
I'll get your lumbar. Wow, that is, has no startup time. Yes, he always needs to take a step before he uses his punch, though. So that's fair, I guess.
Haha, I fooled you.
If you had an overhead weapon, you could just kill it like that. Stairs are the one true weakness of Minotaurs.
I am friend to all stairs. Careful. Puppetry. Not
No.
friend to puppetry.
Oh my god. The uncoolness of the puppet almost killed Soma.
Fabulous prizes.
That's it. That's the only thing this way. And now you're gonna have to fight the wooden golem again on the way out.
We'll destroy him.
It's possible to jump over him, I think.
Not
Yeah,
in
there's
that
no
room.
space in that.
That room does not have enough space.
I have enough health.
Maybe. It looked like it would be possible.
Nice! Umber cancelled.
Oh yeah,
Freaker,
before he
my
stands
rival.
up, there is.
Well, usually enemies are
There's a turret
slightly
against me.
smaller. No!
There's why.
No!
How could you do this?
The stairs have betrayed you.
Can only depend on my fist. My fist and my ability to summon giant axes.
Can't believe you've done this to us, Stairs.
I treated you like a brother, Stairs. Let her go.
Yeah, so we're gonna be standing here for a while, I think.
Yeah, fighting this guy with fist is not exactly feasible, and we need to wait for MP to recover.
Feasible's
Oh.
my middle name.
Dead.
Yay! No soul, though. Unfortunately.
Now there is many lumber between us and the nearest save point.
Creaking Skull is pretty damn amazing as a soul, actually, if we get it, but
Good.
there are many souls that function that way, so we'll probably wind up with one of them.
That's why you do this.
No, puppetry! No! Almost fell prey to it.
Eye of Sorrow is not an easy game.
It is good meat.
I do remember very much enjoying the end game. It's what I'm thinking of.
Eye of Sorrow is a very good game, it's just also difficult. Well, not too difficult, just hard enough that making it harder for yourself makes it pretty damn tough.
Yeah, that's a good level, I think. Not have to play a certain way to win, but
There.
you do
I'm
pay for
equipped.
it.
Oh yeah,
It's
Bat's
like
good for
walk
Fleetman.
away.
I hadn't even thought of that.
That seems like a good balance, I think. Does the lumber golem's soul provide some sort of punching?
The Lumber Golem Soul is, I think, yeah, Fleetman. Lumber Golem Soul,
Minions!
I believe, is just a stat boost. I think it's yellow. There are many golems. I think one of them has something like that. I know that there's a giant golem that we will be meeting very soon that has a soul that is very great and does involve punching.
So yeah, that some golem involves punching.
Our pockets are infested with tiny men. This dark power we possess. Dracula's wine cellar.
Yeah,
Full of
here's the
tiny
big
minions.
golem. Here's the big golem.
Destroy him!
At least he looks impressive.
Smoothly
Hand
animated
is
as
always
usual.
painful. Do not let hand touch you.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was time for some sort of laser beam.
Nope, just rocks.
Rock beam!
Mild indigestion power.
Can you punch him in the toes, or does it have to be the face?
You can punch him anywhere, but the thing is, his feet can hurt you. So if we had a sword, we could attack his legs, but with the fist, we're not able to get close enough. You can pretty much only punch him in the face.
Yeah,
Like,
that
yeah,
is like his
This is another
arm
place.
is a blocking area.
Yeah, this is another place where I switched to the whip sword and just attacked his legs the whole time, and it made the fight pretty easy.
Pay a high price for punching. But we gained so much honor.
Awaken, my minions! Fabulous.
Fleeman and punching for the rest of the game.
Good Dracula.
To your left is Slide. And that thing in the corner, if you really felt like walking into and out of this room a million times, you could kill the Tsuchinoko. It's just a worm. It's a Japanese mythical thing. Its soul gives you a discount at the shop, I think.
What a magnificent beast.
The hunt is on. So it just has a chance of burrowing away immediately versus a chance of actually showing up.
Yeah, high damage weapons are the way to go if you actually want to kill it. this early.
Minions! Disembowel it! Poison as a debuff? Weird.
Yeah, poison in this game just reduces the damage you do. That's it.
Weird.
And the zombie soul inverts it.
Very well, fetch my worm hammer. The hunt is on!
Don't let it kill you.
How much health does this thing have? How much meat is in this worm?
300 HP.
Can't
And
let
yeah,
They
its
need
soul,
a bigger hammer.
its soul is indeed lower the shop prices.
We need a larger hammer. I'll be back for you. Slide isn't even fast. Thing is calibrated to the speed of our power walk.
It seems to annoy game developers sometimes when
You will get to go
players,
fast. It just takes a long time.
abuse game mechanics.
Hey, a Basilard. Baselard? Basilard?
Yeah, it's if they drop it when you first meet them, it's pretty good, but I think it's outclassed by the combat knife you bought from Hammer.
Minions.
Teach the lumber a lesson.
Lumber is conquered.
Get that high potion. You're gonna want it.
Right. I can get at things now. We absorbed a soul that lets us bend our knees.
Well, you could already crouch.
Crouch, but never crawl.
And yeah, the cut-all or guitar. Oh, that's... Yeah, it is a guitar.
It's a guitar.
It's cut-all is a bad translation. Just like there's Kali.
Cut all!
Cut all things.
Cut everything. It is equally powerful. The fist is
Or Qatar.
kind of improperly
Reason.
presented as being like a tiny knife when it's a punching knife. You're supposed to punch with it. It's a knife you strap to your fist for punching.
I thought you said guitar for some reason. I was
Yeah, a
like,
guitar.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a couple
Finally.
places where the translation fucks up in this game. Kali is somewhere, and they translate it as curly.
Close enough.
Yes, the Heavenly Stooges.
The stooge of love and death. Is there some mythological creature we can mistranslate the other two into?
I don't think so.
No. Oh. It's a tricky one. It's not obvious.
Seems like this thing can multi-hit when you...
Oh, wow. Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't
each
know
of
that.
the points has a separate hitbox or something. Oh, it's you again. Fencing Ghost.
Yeah, fencing ghost.
There goes fencing ghost.
And we have a warp room. Good.
No match for the power of punching.
Sharpened punching.
Yeah, I didn't know the guitar could hit multiple times. That makes it actually a pretty great weapon. Same range deficiency, but you actually get something in return for it. Quetzalcoatl should sound like it has a cool soul, but it's just a yellow, so don't worry about not getting it.
Is there some life recovery mechanism at some point?
A number of them.
Probably some kind of regen armor, a health soul.
Yeah,
rain
there's
weapons.
a soul that heals you as long as it's on. Costs lots of MP, but it will heal you pretty fast. There's also eventually a yellow soul that you can equip, and you get some of the damage you do back as health, which is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because this is starting to get slightly irritating.
Well, like I said, not an easy game, and handicapping ourselves
Not
makes
one
it
to
hard.
live dangerously. I see. Inner quarters. We'll be right to that. I see through you, Kung Fu waitstaff.
Yeah.
I have no interest in either of your services.
Oh wow, that ceiling is breakable, huh? You can't exactly get up there right now, but when you flea-mend at the ceiling, it gave off the clouds of damage. Damn, the guitar is really strong.
I wonder if that's intentional.
I would think so. Otherwise, what's the point? I mean... Then again...
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, high risk, high reward. It's a good fist weapon, as opposed to the Cestus, a bad fist weapon.
The basis of all weapons. That a save and the basis of all Draculhours. Found a set.